Hello, this is Vicki, welcoming you to Rolling Harvest Food Rescue's next episode of What's Cooking. Our recipe for today is the Three Sisters Stew, and I'm going to share the fascinating story of how this stew was created. Three Sisters is so called because Native Americans traditionally interplanted corn, beans, and squash in the same mound of soil. The three plants thrive together because corn provides a natural pole for the beans to climb, beans fix nitrogen in the soil, and squash leaves shade the ground to retain moisture and prevent the growth of weeds. How wonderful it would be if we could all learn to live and work together so beautifully in order to stay nourished. So let's begin the cooking. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Wash one large butternut squash, weighing about 2 pounds. Pierce the squash with a knife in several places. Now wrap the squash in aluminum foil and place it on a sheet or a baking pan. Put the squash into the oven and bake for 25 to 30 minutes. The goal is to partially cook the squash so it's easy to then peel and cut it. After removing the squash from the oven, let it cool enough to handle and then peel the squash. Now cut it in half lengthwise and scrape out all the seeds and fibers. Note that you can also clean the seeds for roasting, which is just a wonderful treat. It's time to cut the squash into large diced pieces. Now you're ready to create the stew. Heat 2 tablespoons of oil in a pot, add 1 medium chopped onion, and sauté that over medium-low heat until the onions are transparent. Add 2 to 4 cloves of minced garlic, the amount depends upon how much you love garlic, and continue to sauté until the onion is golden. To the pot, add all the other ingredients, followed by the squash. That's 1 can of pinto beans, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 2 cups of fresh or frozen corn kernels, 1 cup low-sodium vegetable stock or water, 1 or 2 small hot peppers that have been seeded and minced, or you can use a 4-ounce can of chopped mild green chilies. In addition, add 2 teaspoons ground cumin, 2 teaspoons chili powder, and 1 teaspoon oregano. Bring the stew to a simmer and continue to simmer it gently while covered until all the vegetables are tender, and that should take about 20 to 25 minutes. Now is the time to season to taste with salt and pepper. And the reason is, if you add the salt at the beginning, as the stew cooks, it will become more concentrated as the liquid evaporates, and it could make the stew too salty. If you can wait an hour or 2 before eating this delicious stew, the flavors will blend even more. You can then just reheat and eat. The stew should be thick and very moist, but not soupy. If needed, you can always add additional stock or water. I hope you enjoyed this historic and hearty stew. Until next time, bye for now. Thank you for joining my colleagues Jill Kelly, Edie Kwasnowski, and me, Vicki Sarnoff, for this episode of What's Cooking. For information about Rolling Harvest Food Rescue, please visit our website at www.rollingharvest.org. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button on this page. Thanks, and bye for now.